What's going on, YouTube? How is everybody today? Good to hear. Today I want to talk about a band called the Lords of Falconry, released in 2010 on Holy Mountain Records. Holy Mountain's I don't know, pretty interesting record label. They usually have lots of psychedelic, rock and roll, fuzzed out, stoner, southern rock kind of shit on there, and this stuff's no different. Not a lot of info on the background of these guys. I'm not even sure how many members are in the band. I know of at least two, though. Sammy James Adams and Stephen Ray Lobdell. They've been making music for quite a while, I think close to 20 years, from what I could decipher from the sketchy information online. They've been in tons of bands, too. Bands like Helltones, Everyday Sinners, Hellgate Stranglers, Oblio Joes, Secret Powers, Honky Sausage, Fireballs of Freedom. I've never heard of any of these bands. And now they're in this band, Lords of Falconry. Pretty silly name. Kind of conjures up some sort of bird trainer who's training these falcons to fight. Lords of Falconry. I don't know if falconry is actually an art, farming of falcons. No idea. But anyway, these guys play psychedelic, stoner, rock, southern rock, whatever you want to call it. Big, loud, fuzzy guitars, big walls of sounds, riffs, some crazy guitar solos. You know, a lot of distortion, a lot of rambunctious, raucous, rollicking, good rock and roll times. You know, just really, really loud, not really have anything subtle going on, lacking any kind of subtlety, just balls to all rock and roll. That's very much so the good aspect of the album, like the rock part, the distortion, the funny noises and all that, the howling and the yelping at the moon, all great stuff. I read one of the members, I don't know if it was Sammy or Steven, but he like studies Masonic cults, numerology, conspiracy, all kinds of like ancient rituals and shit like that, I guess. So that's pretty cool. So I would get someone excited to see what kind of music these guys could make. It's got some interesting background, but you'd be wrong. Like the music aspect's really good, but the whole vocals and lyrics, I don't know, it's kind of weak sauce in my book. The singing on its own is very lackluster. It's kind of spoken, all very like, hey, I'm singing a song, like no enthusiasm, not really suiting the music all that well. It needs a little more oomph, a little more kick. And then there's the lyrics like, had to be free, 21st century. It's, ugh. And he rhymes eyes with memorize in another song, sea and electricity. And it's just like, I don't know. To me, if you have a band and you have all this good musicianship and like a good songwriting, and you write really good psychedelic, southern rock, stuff that conjures up, you know, fireballs shooting out of the speakers and Satan exploding out of the ground, you have to have the kind of lyrical imagery to accompany that. Because kind of boring stuff like Born to Be Free, 21st Century, like, I don't know. My advice would be like hire a lead singer, someone who wants to sing, someone who wants to have, you know, get out there, get the message out, write some cool, creative, poetic lyrics, you know, with all kinds of imagery, metaphors, crazy, vivid, you know, something that'll spark the imagination. This doesn't really do any of that, but that's what, a couple of bad parts, and the rest of it's like, you know, you're pounding drums, buzzsaw guitars, everything's really, really loud. And the second track on here, there's not even really vocals per se, except there are, but it sounds like they're played backwards, some sort of weird backward masking going on. And another track, it's really, really buried, so you can't really decipher what he's singing about, because, I don't know, it just makes it totally redundant to even have vocals. If it's that buried, you can't even understand what he's saying. The most successful tracks on here, of course, the instrumentals, so you don't have to be distracted by shoddy songwriting lyrically. The best tracks have zero vocals. And another thing that I started noticing in music a lot, Anthony Fantano brought up a couple times in some videos, is fade outs. And these guys do a lot of fade outs. Like for this kind of music, this should be going on and on and on forever, for minutes and minutes. It's going on, go the distance. This album is only 8 songs, 34 minutes long. It should be like an hour. Just expand on your ideas. You know, go for the gusto. I don't know why they're cutting themselves or selling themselves short with these fade outs. They'd totally be expanding on their sounds, exploring the sound a little more, the boundaries, the walls, you know, push the envelope a little. But other than that, you know, musically, like I said, it's really good. If you like your rock and roll fuzzy, fast, full of yelping, cool, evil sounds, big guitars, big drums, everything pounding, everything's furious, you know, you might be able to hang with this if you can get past the vocals and the lyrics, which really bothered me. I don't know. I couldn't hang with it. You need to polish up the songwriting with the emphasis on the writing for sure. And album art too is just like a playing card with an owl on it. It says Lords of Falconry, unless that's a falcon, but it looks like an owl to me. You got the track listing on the back. My favorite songs were songs 5, Marisol, and song 6 says Santi Gleski. I don't know what the hell that is. And then the inside is more nothing, black. I don't know. Could have used a little more thought, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, my advice is get a lead singer, someone who wants to sing, someone who's got a little enthusiasm, some sort of vigor, you know, get some vigor in this. You'd have something awesome. You have something on par with like Kylessa or like Comets on Fire. I don't know, the music on here reminds me like fans of Stooges, fans of Hawkwind, fans of the band Holy Mountain, Kyuss, Melvins, Comets on Fire again. You might be able to hang with this, but I don't know, it's a mixed bag for sure. I really wanted to like it. The sound these guys have is really, really good. It's just the vocalist kind of needs to have someone kick him in the ass a little. Someone needs to light a fire under that guy, set his beard on fire, get him some, oh, I'm gonna sing, I've got energy, I'm scared, I want to frighten people, you know, get some, I don't know, evilness. But anyway, Lords of Falconry, 2010, self-titled album, released on Holy Mountain. Pretty cool record label. If you like this kind of music, totally check out their, I don't know, discography, their catalog. Lots of cool stuff on there. I've gotten some weird shit off that record label for sure.